Most Minecraft servers fade away. Worlds are reset, communities move on, and history disappears, with the only remnants remaining in our memories. But a few servers, rare and resilient, have never stopped running. Since the earliest days of the alpha and beta, these worlds have stayed online, preserved like dynamic time capsules. No resets, no rewinds, just pure, unbroken history, except for the ones that have been griefed, of course. Today, we're stepping into those forgotten corners of Minecraft, taking a look at some of the oldest servers that are still online today. We will be examining the history of the server, its greatest achievements, as well as a look through the current state of the world. So with that, if you're enjoying this type of content, please feel free to subscribe to stick along for more Minecraft videos in the future, drop a like on the video, and let's get straight into it. The title of oldest Minecraft server still online is often debated, but a few names stand out, and perhaps the most iconic of them all is Minecraft Online, or MO for short. To save myself from saying Minecraft Online a dozen times, we'll stick with MO. It's widely recognized as one of the earliest public servers still running today. According to the wiki, MO was launched on August 4th, 2010, within an hour of Notch releasing Minecraft Survival Multiplayer mode. Unlike some of the servers we'll look at later, like Anarchy or parkour-focused ones, MO is a pure survival multiplayer world, built for cooperative gameplay. Its world, known as Freedonia, has never been reset and now spans a massive 42 kilometers in size. Freedonia is home to some incredible builds, including Drum City, the Maze, the Clubhouse, and Newport. To help players navigate the vast world, the server features roads, warp points, boat routes, a full railway network, and fast travel portals. MO has hosted over 311,000 players in its entire history, but today there were only about 28 people playing when I hopped in. What once provided a space for literally hundreds of thousands of people is now enjoyed by very few. Now that we've covered the history and scale of MO, let's take a look at what it looks like today in 2025. Exploring Freedonia was a really cool experience. You can clearly see the different time periods of Minecraft all throughout the world, from the bare-bones villages to the most elaborate builds. I started out by exploring the local spawn area and taking in all of the amazing sights. Something that you will come to learn about me is that I am a terrible builder in Minecraft. I personally don't go for the elaborate houses or mansions. I'm usually just building something that will get the job done. After visiting Spawn though, I tried my hand at the maze, which you can definitely tell was made in the earlier years of this server. Nothing elaborate, just some stone walls and a glass ceiling, but I really got myself turned around in here. I tried finding the ending for about 10 minutes before deciding to warp out, only to realize you can't warp out once you're in. It took me another 5 minutes to backtrack to find the place where I entered, and then I cheated my way out and went on to New Haven. One of my favorite places in the entire world is the Freedonia Public Library, which is located near the New Haven warp point. This build was completed in January of 2025, literally only 3 months before recording the footage for this video, and it's absolutely insane to think that this was created just from survival resources. Minecraft Online is not a creative server. There is no access to creative permissions, so this had to be done entirely by hand, with all materials being gathered the survival way, one by one. Unless one of the moderators on the server modded in the materials, but I'm just gonna pretend to believe that this was all done by hand the survival way. This build was so massive, my PC was having a hard time rendering in all the chunks. A common theme that we would come to see across the entire world because nearly every town has massive builds waiting just beyond the rendered area. Next, I wanted to go and see what the Hellfire Forge was all about, which warps you right next to a nether portal, which makes sense given the name. Going into the nether, I discovered something I haven't seen before. A fully developed town in the nether. Maybe it's the fact that I never play on public Minecraft servers, as I typically like to host my own to play with my friends, but I have never thought to settle in the nether. Is that because my ideal place of serenity, my refuge from the dangers of the world that wait before me, the locale of my deepest dreams isn't burning in literal hell, or is it because I'm lame? That we will never know. The last thing I wanted to point out about Freedonia is that they have this crazy online map that shows all of the builds in the world, and you can use the command that will link to where you are in the world. It's pretty cool because I don't have 16 business days to explore every single city on this server, so I can appreciate them without having to travel to them all. Editing McNaldo's here to point out that pretty much every server has a map like this nowadays. I'm just lame and haven't really checked out any of the current modern servers, but yeah, back to the normal video. Freedonia is one of the largest, coolest Minecraft worlds that I have ever had the pleasure of exploring. If you haven't heard of it, or if you haven't played recently, I would highly recommend visiting. You surely will not be disappointed. While Freedonia is one of the oldest Minecraft worlds, there is another contender for the oldest available world online, which was discovered only a few years ago. Novylen is another server that was launched on August 4th, 2010. However, it technically has the oldest world that has continuously been available online. It was never a very popular server, and it wasn't acknowledged as one of the oldest servers until only a few years ago, where it was popularized on YouTube in late 2021. Novylen offers two different experiences from the same server host, an SMP server and a creative one. Where Novylen comes in at the oldest available map online is its SMP map, as it was the founder's survival map before survival multiplayer was released by Notch. From its launch, the server has remained continuously online for the past almost 15 years and has never been wiped, making it the oldest Minecraft map that is currently available online. Similar to Minecraft Online, Novylen has evolved with the times and has a very modern feel, even though it is one of the oldest servers available. After launching into the server, you're immediately met with a spawn hub where you're able to do some parkour, or queue into their SMP, Creative, or Skyblock servers. These queues were set up in 2021 after the server was discovered and after they experienced a massive player count increase due to the popularization on YouTube. Once queuing into SMP server, you are met with another spawn center, but this time it has access to footpaths, a railway, nether portals, etc. I elected to take the railway to the closest settlement, which is Diamond Town. Diamond Town is home to several very impressive builds, including a spot-on recreation of the Diamond Casino Resort from GTA 5. And as someone who has spent hundreds of hours not only gambling away my life savings at the Diamond Casino, but also deliberately planning and executing hundreds of heists, profiting hundreds of millions of dollars in GTA Online monies, I'd consider myself somewhat of an expert on this place. And let me just say, I think it's a pretty cool recreation. Diamond Town is also home to plenty of other impressive builds, but I think the most mysterious is this massive tower. I spent a few minutes running around it, trying to figure out how I could get in without breaking or building anything on this guy's property, but unfortunately I couldn't figure it out, so I continued on to some other areas. Using the handy-dandy railway, I traveled far into the world, coming across many other areas and builds. Unfortunately, and I cannot stress this enough, the train ride is a very, very long one. I spent in total probably about 30 to 40 minutes on the train trying to find Cthulhu Land because I thought it sounded cool. I was stuck in this one tunnel going straight for at least 20 minutes before I ended up just giving up and going to check out the creative side of the server. The creative world on Novylen is a large super flat world with several plots. People can claim a plot and use it to build whatever they want. I came across what looks like a massive prison, some references to early 2000s media like Nyan Cat, a mugshot recreation, and lots of just cool little scattered around buildings. It's really awesome to see the creative side of the server and to see what people can accomplish when they're not limited to the resources that they've gathered, because I'm just not really a creative person when it comes to Minecraft builds, so it's something that I can appreciate while knowing I'll never be able to recreate it. With that, though, that wraps up our time checking out Novylen, and we're going to go on to check out the oldest Anarchy server currently available. (2B2T) or 2 Builders 2 Tools is one of the oldest Anarchy servers that is currently still available. Unlike SMP, which offers a protected survival gameplay experience, an Anarchy server is a place where everything goes. Everything from unwanted PvP to griefing entire cities is allowed, although the terms do actively condemn any sort of harassment. Many of the typical SMP servers offer players a protected experience where others aren't able to destroy their builds or raid their items. However, this is commonplace on Anarchy servers. 2B2T was started by a group of friends roughly around December 2010, and it has seen over 900,000 players throughout its lifetime. I am glad that I never took up playing on Anarchy servers when I was younger because I could honestly see myself either doing some horrible things or getting extremely pissed off when people would have taken everything from me. This was going to be the section where we explored the server and had a good old time looking at all the ways the map has been built up and destroyed. However, I was never able to log on to the server. You see, 2B2T has a lengthy queue to actually join the server, between 700 and 800 people consistently at the time of recording this video. SalC1 has some amazing videos explaining in depth why 2B2T has this long of a queue, and I honestly recommend you check them out. I've linked them down in the description so you can find it easily. But in essence, he goes on to explain that 2B2T has a paid priority queue which costs $20 per month for priority access. The server has a player maximum of 275, but users were able to figure out that they only allow 75 free players to be on the server at one time. This means that they reserve 200 player slots for paid players, forcing serious players to purchase their priority access. I waited in the queue to play 2B2T for about 1 to 2 hours and only got through a couple hundred of the player slots before I decided it was time to just let it rest. I honestly don't feel comfortable supporting a server like this either. I understand that people need to make money, but limiting your server to only accepting 20% capacity for free players seems a little excessive to me. SalC1 also made a great video doing a valuation on 2B2T, and it came in a little over $1.6 million in a total evaluation, including over $90,000 a month in priority queue revenue. So while I can appreciate what 2B2T offers and what it has done for the Minecraft community, I will not be showcasing it in this video. Minr.org is the last server we're going to be taking a look at in this video, and it launched in November 2010, a few months after the first 2 servers we covered. But it brought something completely different to the table. Unlike the survival-focused or anarchy servers, Minr carved out its identity with parkour, mazes, and puzzle maps, all hosted under one roof. At launch, it featured just a single challenge, the now legendary Skytop Labyrinth. But over time, more maps were added, including classics like Old Level 2, Jigga's Clay Maze, Mob Parkour, and many more. For this part of the video, I thought it'd be fun to dive into a few of these original maps and see how far I can make it. I am really bad at Minecraft parkour, so you're probably going to get to enjoy me failing in this section a lot, but hey, enjoy this stream style part of the video. Oh hey there, what's going on? If you didn't know, this is what I look like. I'm McDonald's man, big face reveal at 1.2k subscribers. So epic. Thank you so much for being here on this journey. I'm so happy to be doing it with you all. And I'm overjoyed to go look at some legacy parkour maps, puzzle maps. So let's go take a little look-see, shall we? Let's go take a little look-see, shall we? We've made it to Skytop Labyrinth. Let's give it a try. I'm not anticipating any hiccups at all. I think we're just going to fly right through it. Let's see, we're starting this at the 6-minute. I should have gotten a timer. I still could get a timer. Nah, I'm not going to do this. Too much work. Now, you know what? The timer's going to be great. Let me get a timer going. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Countdown timer is starting. And so are we. Lock in. This is looking sus. I don't know. Suspiciously long. Okay. Is this the one that leads to the entrance? It is. Okay. Okay, so that just turns you around and essentially brings you right out here. So now we can try this one. This is the one that's just a circle. Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, that just turns you around. This one brings you back there. This one loops you around. See if we tried this middle one yet. I think this one just brings you around too. Ooh, this is different. No, it's not. This literally just brought me right back to where I was. Right? Yeah, okay. That just loops you around. This way. Is this it? No. Dude, I literally thought that that was the exit. Oh my god. That was like the longest run up just for a dead end ever. I was literally so proud of myself for getting that under 20 minutes. And now, look at where we are. That's not happening. Oh, a torch? First time we've seen a torch in this entire place. Could that indicate? Oh my god, is that it? We did it. We freaking did it. 21... I'll look back. It's like 2130... 2132. We'll call it 2132. 2132. That is how long it took us to beat that. The first labyrinth ever. That is insane. That was so hard. I was getting so confused and so like... I was just over it at the end. I was so discouraged. So discouraged from trying that ever again. That was worst experience of my life in a really good way. But now whoa. I wanted to check out Mob Parkour. That one sounded cool. So let's go find that one again. Okay. Oh, okay. See, there's no sprint. Okay. Back to the beginning yet again. Okay, I could drop in there, but I doubt that's going to be where I need to go. Let's see if I can do this right here. No. Nope. out like right there, and then just... Oh, what? How was that not... Okay, whatever. I have no words. I have no words for you, mob parkour. This is going to be my last attempt, and then I'm going to go try another one. Because you know what? Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to go check out some other stuff. Let's just check out like a newer one. Check out Sanctuary by DX. Gonna pretend like that didn't just happen. Okay, I see the error of my ways. Okay. Maybe I'm not as bad as I thought. Checkpoint. Let's go. There we go. Okay. We're moving and grooving, man. Okay. Oh, every time I do that, I literally just went in a circle. Okay. This is the direction. Okay. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Okay, right back to the beginning, you know? Okay, it's supposed to go this way. Could I not have just gone this way earlier? What? What? What are you doing? Okay, here we go. Let's give it a rest, give it a rest, give it a rest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Give it a rest. 3, 2, 1, go. Why? Why? Definitely not functioning at my highest performance level. I'm only functioning at all thanks to Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy. Use code McNaldos for 10% off at checkout. Not the sponsor of this video, but if you wanted to support the channel, that'd be a great way. It's also a sugar-free gaming beverage alternative to G Fuel that is better. Let's go. And if you didn't like that cadence there, I don't know what you did like. Alright, I'm giving this one more shot, and then I'm going to try this later because that's insane. That's ridiculous. Okay, come on. We got this, we got this. Okay, there we go. Okay. Made it so far. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Go. Let's go. Okay. We did it. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this part of the video where we do more gameplay kind of streaming style. If you didn't know, I stream live on YouTube and on Twitch sometimes. It's kind of at random because I have 2 children right now. My life's pretty crazy. But please, if I am live, please feel free to drop by at any point. Love to have you in the stream. Thanks so much for watching this part, and let's get back to the video essay. There's something hauntingly beautiful about these old worlds. The cobblestone roads, the floating signs, the half-finished houses, they aren't just random structures. They're the remains of stories that were once alive. Every chest tucked into a wall, every awkwardly shaped tower, every wooden shack out in the wilderness was made by someone who was just exploring, experimenting, and creating in a time when Minecraft was new, and so were we. Back then, towards the beginning of these servers being launched, there were no command blocks, no shaders, no fancy plugins, just blocks, imagination, and the thrill of discovering what you could do with your friends online. These servers have elements that feel frozen in time. A slower, quieter internet where things didn't need to be optimized or monetized to matter. But then again, there's also the present day builds, things that are extremely elaborate and complex. It's a really cool dichotomy to see both the old and the new clashing in a single place. However, most Minecraft servers don't make it to this place. Some disappear quietly after a few months, while others fade over years, but the reasons are often the same. Running a server takes time, money, and constant upkeep. Plugin updates break with each new version of the game, and server owners burn out trying to keep up. As new players move on to other games or grow out of Minecraft entirely, communities shrink and once busy worlds become ghost towns. Some servers reset to stay fresh and lose their identity in the process, while others just shut down overnight. The internet moves fast, and most servers simply can't hold on. That's what makes the ones that survive so remarkable. It's a testament to the sheer passion that the server owners have for the communities they've built. The owners of these servers we've looked at continue to dedicate their time and money to keep the servers running, and it's wild to think that they've been doing this for the last 15 years straight. In a game defined by creativity and constant change, these servers stand as rare, enduring monuments. They've outlasted countless updates, trends, and entire generations of players, not because they were the biggest or the flashiest, but because people cared enough to keep them alive. Visiting them today feels like stepping into a preserved corner of the internet, untouched by time. And in a way, that's what makes Minecraft so special. It's not just a game, it's a collection of memories, places, and stories that sometimes never fade. So if you ever find yourself wondering what the golden days of Minecraft felt like, you don't have to imagine it. You can still log in. You can still walk these roads. They're still there. But I'd love to know your thoughts on the oldest Minecraft servers down in the comments. Please feel free to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Minecraft content in the future. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!